Rabbi, you write in The Harbinger, too, this brand new book, that behind the current crisis is an ancient holy day. Could you tell us which one and what this means?
Yeah. And let me, for those who just tuned in, who haven't seen the other broadcasts, to just give you a foundation, and that is that the Harbinger 2 is what we're sharing right now are things that, first of all, I held off for years because I knew I could not write this until the Lord would say yes. And this is the, people say, when's it going to be a sequel to the Harbinger? Well, it can't just be. It's just going to be that. And then again, I've shared before, about a year ago, the Lord said that you have to do this. And what's coming is going to be a shaking. 2020 is going to be a year of shaking. I shared this actually at the beginning of the year at Beth Israel. I spoke of shakings, and so I knew I had to do this, and I knew the word that when it comes out, this is the mystery of the Harbinger is continuing, that the shakings are going to resume now, and so the word has to go out. You have to tell my people. You have to warn. You have to prepare them. So that is the Harbinger 2. That's why it's coming out now, and that's why we're here. And some of the things we spoke about. The mysteries that are in this, the mysteries from 9/11 that I could never share, and that are affecting what is happening right now, and all sorts of things. The words that were given, why it was 9/11 to begin with, the appointed alarm that has gone off, that has to do with right now. Then the other part is what has happened since the Harbinger. Has it continued? Yes, it has. It has. The signs and the manifestations have not stopped. It is about a nation heading for judgment. It goes all the way up to now. And the last part of Revelations are what is happening right now and where we are heading. So we spoke about the 19-year mystery, about why this is happening right now. It had to happen 2020, why it has to happen now. Why the plague we spoke about, what is behind it? Is there a biblical mystery? And there is, and it explains where we are, where we're heading. And so we are moving right now to that. And here is another one, as you asked about, and there's so much, we can only touch upon it, even with all this, but you asked about the holy day. Is there something? Well, there is. In ancient times, there was one time where people in the Bible were told to go inside their homes and with their family, stay there at least till the morning, because a plague was passing through the land. And that, for those who don't already, I'm sure many people are saying, I got it, and that is Passover. It only happened once, where the Jewish people in Egypt were commanded by their leaders from God, go into your house, you must stay there, you cannot go out, stay in your house, because a plague is passing through your land. Well, only once, and that is over 3,000 years ago, and you read about it in Exodus 12. But once, until the year 2020, when for the first time in history since then, the Jewish people in Israel were told by their government, go inside your house tonight, you must stay inside your house, you cannot go out until morning, and because a plague is passing through the land. And that was issued actually by Benjamin Netanyahu. And why was it issued? Well, of course, because there was a real plague. It was issued on the night of Passover. And so at 6 o'clock on Passover in Israel, the Jewish people had to go inside their homes, and they had to stay there. And it was Passover, and here they are talking about Passover, the plague. It's passing through the land. We have to stay in our homes, and it actually is a plague, and it's passing through the land, and they are in their homes, and it all happened, and they were not to go out according to the actual ordinance. They were not to go out until the morning. So it wasn't only Israel; it was the whole world. The whole world was from America, Asia, everywhere was drawn into the mystery of Passover. The whole world pretty much was told to go inside your home and stay there. So here it is. Here we are in a world that has been rejecting the gospel, particularly Western civilization. And what is the gospel? The gospel is a Passover message. It's that we were slaves in Egypt, and we were saved by the blood of the Lamb. And who is the Lamb? Jesus, Messiah is the Lamb. And when did he die? Passover. well, our faith begins on Passover. So we got a Passover faith, but we have a culture that's rejecting the lamb, rejecting a Passover faith. So here, God brings the entire world into Passover, brings it back. Passover comes upon the world with a fury. And even Muslims are brought into the mystery of Passover, and even communists are brought into the mystery of Passover. The Hindu world is brought in, the whole world brought into the mystery of Passover, that they are coming. And because when did this explode upon the whole world, America and the world? It was in April or March actually, and it went into April, and it goes into its thing on Passover. So on Passover 2020. We're all locked in our houses, and we are all talking about it. And what is the answer? What is the answer of Passover? The answer is the Lamb. And what does Passover call you to? The Lamb. And who is the Lamb? Again, Jesus is the Lamb. The answer is not government. The answer is not the pharmaceuticals. The answer is the Lamb, because there's a greater plague than just what is happening in the world physically. There's a spiritual plague, and the one who took the plague upon himself is the Lamb. So here God is bringing the world back to the gospel, that the only answer is Jesus. The only answer is the Lamb. And it tells you something, that the God of Israel, the God of the Bible, is alive and well.